what's freaking up. So better not get leggy. If this is leggy, that would suck. Like a lot. So I'm just gonna plug it in. Go to YouTube. And try not to look like my eyes are freaking on fire. Oh my god, the blue light is not helping. At all. Like how it just like slows down my entire computer for the whole thing to look like it runs smoothly. How smart of them to do. Okay, do they really have to put that as a picture? Better not be echoey. It's gonna be echoey. Anyways. Screw that.
All right.
Example 7. Alright, with example 7, we're just gonna see what it sounds like on YouTube. I know. Where's the studying? We're getting to it. Okay, so a good spot would be, yeah. Anyways, Google Gaga.
Good day, 20-1s. Welcome to Chapter 1, Sequences and Series. This is an interesting unit, one of my favorites because it's a whole bunch of algebra. What we're looking at with Sequences Series, it's very formula based for different situations, and then with those formulas, we got a whole bunch of algebra working. So that's what we're looking at. Formulas and algebra for unique.
Sorry. I keep looking at my side profile, it's so bad. Yeah, my side profile sucks. What's up, guys? Do you like the... You cop the drip? You copping the drip? Hold up, I'm just gonna move this to the side. So y'all don't have to see that. Okay. My so proud. My side profile stinks. You guys don't want to see my thing there. Okay. So yeah. Cello. I'm fucking weird. I'm sorry. Excuse my language, YouTube.
Specific situations. 20 to sequence. 1, 5, 25, 25 is another possible sequence situation. Why? Well, we see that to go from number to number here, we're adding 2 each time. Here, we see that to go from number to number, we're multiplying by 5 each time. 2 different types of sequences we'll look at. A series is very much the same idea, but instead of just listing numbers like in a sequence, series are when we actually add the values in a series to come up with a sum. So, very similar in terms of how it works, but significantly different in the sequence we're listing and series we're adding. So that's what we're looking at doing. Let's just take a look at what we're doing. So in your booklet for this arithmetic sequence is basically a sequence where we are adding two from with sequences in series, though there's or the second term in a sequence, the first value in a sequence. T2 would be the second term in a sequence.
Yeah.
Just like T of n, it's the second term. So this little n down here, this little number, or
Stop taking meeting notes and let ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings, not your notes. It captures everything, from action items to key decisions. And after every call, you get a clear summary. But where it really goes to the next level is that it's the
decrease by. So that becomes a really important value when we're talking arithmetic sequences. And the last thing to understand, well, is we have two different types of sequences here. Here, the first one, we have 8, 13, 18. Well, very quickly, from this, what do we have? Well, we have term 1 is 8, the first term. Term 2 is 13. That's your second term. Term 3 is 18. Third term is 18. What else can we get from that list? Well, the ... tells us this is an infinite series, or sorry, infinite sequence. It goes forever. We don't know where it stops. The ... says it just keeps going. So it's infinite. The other piece we can get from this is our common difference. 8 becomes 13. 13 becomes 18. What are we doing each time? To get from term to term, we are having to add 5. So our common difference D value, that still have, we have dots terms, which value have every example at the bottom. Now let's start to do some thinking.
Secrets. So. Not the first one. Okay, B is A and B are it doesn't look like B, D, B, D, and B, D, and E are.
With a different rapid we go I change it now.
Come on.
6 and our different sequences.
Okay, I'll do this one. So if it's 11, 18, 25, ... find term 22. So basically what we gotta do is we know that term 1 is 11. Tn basically is T22, which is just T22. The number of turns is actually 11. And the difference is 25 minus 18. And then 18 minus 11. 7. Okay. So now we just input it into the equation. Term 22 is equal to 11 plus that's actually 22. I don't know why I put 11 for n. It's equal to term 1 11 plus 22 minus 1 times 7. Should be 158. Because if we go 158 minus 7 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 we eventually reach 25. So holy crap, how long does this guy yap for? I'm sorry.
Use the form number
He's trying.
Click here to make your very own Monster Unadapted Mind, where monsters teach you
How do I
math.
click? Here?
Oh my,
I clicked.
that monster looks
It didn't.
incredible. Alrighty, these pets aren't going to hatch themselves. Let's go.
This dude looks incredible.
Oh.
Get a load of this bullshit.
Ooh, I can't wait to see what awesome pet is inside this egg. Let's do it. Do you know the answer? Click here to answer and
Shoot. I know sequences and series, trigonometry, quadratic functions, differences and inequalities. I don't know which one this is.
Correct.
Did you know that making mistakes is okay?
I hate this.
Multiply second by any term. So, for to do every example in the booklet every time, this page you want 5. Want the name to tell you the form plus. Actually, if you go to house, if we say try then work. Go up down up and it's time. Make 8 and time. What side next terms minus 1? Well, we yeah, the first one.
Okay, yeah, wait, let's actually do D because I feel like they're gonna pull some stupidity thing like that. So, what I usually do for this equation is I just freaking get rid of the X in there because it doesn't really help me figure out what everything is, but whatever. Okay. 62. I like how he has the formula right there. It's very helpful. T what? T62. Okay, so queso. Okay. Term number 62 is equal to 3 times 61 plus 2. 185x. Okay. So yeah.
You want past that? Question 2. Great question. Popular question for assessments. Because it's not about getting a final answer. It's about writing a simplified form for a t of n value. Basically, what it's asking you to do is substitute as much in and then simplify it.
Okay. Let's try again. I don't know what T is. Okay, so. Is it?
Situation there. If I wanted to
Boom, easy.
calculate the t of n 23rd term, if I wanted to calculate the 123rd term, well, I could use the formula t of n, knowing what t1 is 6, knowing that n would then be 123, knowing that d is 7. I could calculate t of 123 using this. But I could also calculate the 123rd term for this situation simply by plugging 127 times 123 minus 1. This is a simpler version of this formula for this situation. That's what a simplified form does. So sometimes I'll ask you.
If you're looking for a career change into data science and analytics, but you're worried because of your age or your existing skill set,
through. Now, this is where you start to see that we have different things that can be asked for.
I hate those ones. N minus 4, 170 is equal to 4n plus 2, 168 is equal to 4. Now 168, pretty sure I know what it is, but let's just check. Yeah, 42. So n is 42.
Second term is 170 for something other than the term. Pause the video, give B a try, see what you can come up with.
Hey, he asked me to do it pretty nicely. I'll do it. Negative 146 is equal to 8 plus n minus 1 times d. So negative 13 minus 6, negative 6 minus 1, 1 minus 8. Okay. Just making sure it's negative 7. So negative 146 is equal to 8 plus, or technically it's just going to be 8 minus 7. Plus 7, negative 146 minus 7. I just don't want to make a mistake. Negative 153 is equal to 8 minus 7n. Negative 153 minus 8 divided by negative 7. 23 is n.
That's it. Negative 146.
Good.
Fractions. Gotta be.
Darn, fractions are boring. Term number 16 thirds is equal to term 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Yeah, just checking. Don't attack me in the comments. No one's actually watching. Does it tell me if anyone's watching? No, I wouldn't even know. I don't care. Is n equal to 11? Oh, my neck.
Multiply. Get rid of plus how many take 6 by 6. Take a look.
Yawn,
Our
bro.
first one, we know what T is of the way.
Okay, yeah, well, I need to figure out how to do this too. This one's a big one.
Is drawn.
So T. One, two, three.
This first one, we know what T4, 5. It's not dot, dot, dot. These 3 blanks tell us there's 3 numbers there. So we have a total of 5 terms. The 5th term is negative 6. And we want to figure out what are these terms in the middle. Well, what helps us to go from term to term? Well, we need to figure out what the D value is. So we know term 1 is 29. We know the 5th term is negative 6. We know there are 5 terms. We don't know what D is. So that's what we need to figure out. Because if I can figure out the common difference, I'm just going to add or subtract each time. But looking at this without even doing anything, what do we know about D?
It's
Well,
gonna
I
be
hope you understand that D has to be negative, because we're going from...
I hope you understand. Is D really 5.75?
5 minus 1 is 4. E so Steve's but difference. Negative.
No.
That now 9 on.
No. Oh wait, yeah, you subtract it, bro. 35 divided by 4. What?
Here, I apologize. As we look at blanks in. Sorry about. So we leaves us with a full though, doesn't?
I made the same mistake he did.
Negative 6, because the booklet has 4 blanks in there.
1. Oh, fuck the booklet, bro. 2, 3. That's not my fault. And 35 divided by 5. 7. What the hell was this question? Okay, gotcha.
B has some
But yeah, it's a negative.
uniqueness to it. Because we don't know term 1. We know there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double check my example.
Okay, term 1 is question mark. I'm gonna trust myself. So we're gonna make. We're gonna rewrite it and make. $19 is term 1. No, that's term 5. And then we just do the same thing that we did last time, where it's Tn is equal to 19 plus 4 minus 1 times t, and Tn is actually the last number that we got, so Tn is actually 7. 19 plus 3d minus 19 minus 9. So d is 4. So that means I can just go. Right? Okay, there.
Will you use for my same thing? And again, find the missing terms. I didn't say this earlier. I'll just show out. Yeah, Chunky's here now. One. And we know. What do we know? We know that it.
That's a bad question. Okay. How long have we been here for so far? 30 minutes. Term 16 is negative 18. D is 4. Term 1 equals 1. Okay, so T. Well, negative 18 is equal to T1 plus 16 minus 1 times 4. Should be 45, 60. I'm stupid. Right, because 45 plus is 60. Gotta check the language is working. $70.
And wow.
I'm really bad with these negatives, bro. What the hell is he doing? Why is it negative? Wait a minute. Oh wait, it was negative 18 the whole time, right? Yeah. And you add 18 to get the T1 by itself. Because you would have to subtract it. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Where am I wrong? Oh wait, no. It'd be, yeah, it'd be negative 70. Because then it would be a negative T1.
Number 6. Love this question. This is an interesting question, requires some thoughts.
Okay, so.
To a term, what he thought. The I one. Be careful of this term. But it's in bracket. Term 1. Well, that's going to give me a D value. But why is this D value? Subtract that D value. So D is going to be 2 minus 2. This plus. Now I can 2. Let's do a quick here's next one inside of my equation. Make this over here. Bracket. So that all of a sudden.
Okay, I got you. I got it. equals 9. There we go.
Right. With example 7, 2 ways to approach it. I will show both. So, if you want to know both, here we go. Then one, we can but term was actually to get 43. So is a t plus so what do you see here? Well, no, 10 plus 60d negative 5 equals t1 equals t1 using this. We equate on it. 60 is a negative 6d. To me with 5, it's negative 1. COs are not normally this long. It's just lots of information in one. When you 8 million, it creates an arithmetic sequence. Mine, it's 20 years.
Dot, dot, dot. 20 years, that's the total number. And in that 320, the answer is 100.2, so we have is equal to term 1 plus 20 minus 1 times radius. So 3.8 plus 19d 113.2 minus 3.8 is equal to, I cannot read, 109.4 is equal to 19d. I swear to God, 109.4 divided by 19 is a proper number. It's like 5.757. And
first all helps you get carrots. That 5 year before. Carrot tells you. Then determine the
determine the number of multiples of 7 between 14. Inclusive, so we include
213 of 7 1 multiplied till multiples of 5 is multiple 7 40.
so 14 is t1, 210 is t.
14. Know the number of term. You know, 210 minus 1.
Okay, let's do it. The answer 29.
Arithmetic sequence. Same question. How many multiples of 7 are there between negative 50? But what we have to be careful of is we want multiples of 7 again. But term 1, a lot of students all of a sudden say, oh, negative 51.
Did not say inclusive. Sorry. So what's the one?
One, three equals negative. Examples that
Mm-hmm. What? That's only 5 off. I see wrong.
was there. Lots of weight.
I got it wrong. Why is he pick 343? Wait, hold on.
Until we get to 348 isn't our last multiple of 7. 343 is the last multiple of 7. So you have to be careful.
Did I just get lucky then? Yeah, I just got lucky. Just got lucky.
Plus,
I just got lucky.
it's your assignment. That's what you
Okay. Yeah, guys, that was lesson number 1. We can like
Life.
speed through this one.
Like I said, most of the videos aren't that long. That one with the introduction, hey, suck it up, buttercups. You'll be fine. Arithmetic sequences where we started with the value and created a list of numbers that had a common difference between each term. D value of now. A series means we want the sum, the total of the list of numbers in our sequence. So it's like having a sequence, but we're adding them to get a sum overall. Example. And T is very
So 3 plus 10 plus 17 plus 24 plus 31 equals 85. So turn 1 is 3, D is 7, N is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, SN equals 85.
Plus 8 to 10, 10 to 17 term the value. We could be specific enough to say that in this case, because there's 5 terms total, our T of N or T5 term is 31. 31 is the actual term number 5, that was for the equations, wants number, not sure S is yet, S3 is the sum of the first 3 values.
Okay. So that's 27, 20, that's just, I'm stupid. S. No, S5 is 85. Okay.
Was basically we come down to 2 formulas to calculate the sum of a sentence different pains is when the last term is known. So in this case, so you want to
Man, I'm not gonna remember that.
going. Oh, okay, add 6, making it add 6 would, and to do this still we know. Well, we know the competition that we know. We want the sum of the first 34 terms. What do we know? We know the first term is 14. What else do we know? Well, we know 14 to 20 plus 6, 20 to 6 plus 6. We know the common difference is 6.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that we know? All there is. Don't forget, this S34 tells us that we have 34 terms in our sequence and our series, essentially. So it tells us what our n value is. We want 34 terms.
So,
Well,
term 1. So, we don't have Tn, so we have to use the long ass one. Times 2. All over 2. So, I say this is probably just a rewrite it, honestly. After 2 times 14 plus 33 times 6 all over 2 is 34 is equal to 34 times 28 plus 33 times 6 is 198. Okay, so 28 plus 198 times 34 is S34 is equal to 7,684.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my things. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things on track.
Just
I create
get it done.
4 times 224 term.
Hmm? Oh, I forgot the big chunk. Divide by 2. So 34 is equal to 3,842. Or 842.
Check. Some 4 terms we don't know.
Making me mad. Making me mad. 4. 12 plus 1/2 plus 1/12 plus that. Which means we have 24 terms. Term 1 is a 12. 1/2 minus 1/12. Oh jeez. Math bracket. Really? Five twelfths for D. Right? Yeah, but 0.5, 0.9. So wait. Okay, yeah. We still don't get TN. Darn. What time is it actually? It's only 11:35. Okay. Times the difference. What did I put D? Oh, sorry. Brain freaking zone out. Not even a brain fart. I just zoned out. 2 times 12 as well. No. 2 times 1/6, which just, it makes sense. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I had to do the math for it. 23 times 5/12. Math bracket. Plus 115 12. So, 1/6 plus equals, boom, times 24. S24 is equal to 234.
It's equivalent.
That's what I got.
Two of the first.
Bro, and I keep forgetting to freaking divide it by 2. Divided by 2. 117. If I just remember.
20 is your So now example 2.
If I just remember. I'll be the best football player. I'll be unstoppable. Unstoppable. Mad cringe, I know. Negative 8 plus negative 4 plus 0 plus 4 plus yada 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 plus 72. So what's SN? So we don't know what N is, but that's basically what we need to figure out first. So it's minus 4. Something sus about this question. Okay. So actually we can just use, what's the original? But it'll be in the formula sheet, I don't really have to remember. It's like NTM. TN is equal to term 1 plus n minus 1 minus 4 plus 4. I know I don't know the sum. I don't know the sum.
Miss this requires is have to calculate.
Okay.
There's an remember. And it's agree from and or values and bad my and in terms of your 10,000 of the 63 terms. But question from yesterday with this idea of multiples in your sequence can be incorporated into a series question as well. So lots to think about. Here we go. Example 5. Example 5 you have to be a little careful with because of the labeling. So we have T1 is 17. We have T38 to be 128.
Mad bored, bro. Finish lesson 2. That'll wrap it up. Night, hour before sleep. Pretty solid. Especially on a unit that I don't really like. Well, that means we got the number of terms. 53. So. Right. Really? Really? It's gonna be some like bullshit number. It doesn't matter what I do in this unit, I don't know. It just seems like something.
Happen. It's up from 88 and team by of thing or it's
She's like, what? The N is not 30. You don't pick the number, can I don't know how that would work, but however you think should work, it's fine for me. The much better answer. I guess that's a good thing. Now I just gotta write it out in this form, and we gotta use T1, TN, N, and D. Well, hey, we don't even need to do that. What the frick, bro? I'm trying to frickin'.
so our D value from term to term is a positive 3, and that will be the same thing if I'm back term. That doesn't that's the information that's been given to me.
Is equal to 2 times 17 plus 53 times D divided by 2. Ow! Yeah, I know what to do. I just. Oh my god. Fucking ass. No, just kidding.
There in the 150. I've seen this. I can log this side. Here, I want to get then sum of our terms is 1095. That equals n, which plus by 2, because there's other. It's 2 to keep it equivalent. 30 times 2.
That hurts.
So we and it was in so no take n, which we know is
That's fine. Guys. I'm going to bed tomorrow. We can finish sequences and series and start on other stuff, alright? Apparently there's fucking 5 people watching this. That better not be true because I'm fucking yawning and like half asleep. Thank God. I'm going to bed tomorrow. better not be true. Apparently there's fucking 5 people watching this. That better not be true because I'm fucking yawning and like half asleep. Check out Opera GX. Don't worry about it. One sec. One sec, guys. Oh, it's gonna close. There's nothing I can really close. I can unplug my computer and make it go faster. I don't know why that works, but it does. My god, if anyone has ever even touched this video, I'm gonna cry. I want to see if anyone's being goofy. Who the hell is this? Yeah, no shit, this is the first unit. Hindi Wuro Swaraj. It's the first fucking unit. Please flash the stream. Oh. Okay. Let's take it to chatgpt.com. Let's just plug it in. Okay, here we go. So guys, the answer is 1 actually. What's your math average? It's like 80 right now. I don't know what this is. I don't know, but I usually do good on the final. Like I got 93 on the last one. That one from G. What the hell does that mean? And who the hell is this? Who the hell are these people? $11.22, seriously? Robo Bacons. Random noob. I think I have an idea of who this is. Yeah. Free Robux. Yeah, everyone go check out this Rhea. Click the link in the description. Oh, right. Just click those links, guys. I won't do it because Not because I don't want anything bad to happen on my computer. I just do it because I don't want to like steal all the Robux that you guys could be having. You know? I'm being a helpful person out there. Anyways, this was not gonna be a long stream anyways. An hour and 16 minutes of pretty easy math. Like, it's pretty easy stuff. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go to sleep, guys.